It is indeed a pleasure to welcome you all to the valedictory function of Vivaadam. Before we proceed with the rest of the program, I kindly request you all to stand up for the Tamil Thai Varthu.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிது தெக்கணமும் மதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிரிநுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழனக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
I would now like to call upon our dignitaries present today to light the ceremonial lamp. Now, I'd like to invite Dr. Sumana Vedant, ma'am, faculty convener of Forum Justitia, to address the gathering today.
Good evening, one and all present here. Respected dignitaries on the dais, on behalf of Forum Justitia, faculty convener, I stand before you to formally welcome our guests to this valedictory function. So today we have come to an end of the flagship event of Forum Justitia, that is Vivaadam, a parliamentary debate competition. So today's scenario is such that our lives are so very complicated, whether it is work, home, family, relationship, or any other thing. And all these things have a bearing on our mental health, so much so that words like depression, anxiety, insomnia are becoming so very rampant. Today, through this competition, we have tried to trigger the young minds regarding the work-life balance, whether there can be something like right to disconnect. Even though it is filled with so many ifs and buts, it is something to contemplate on. This being a flagship event hosted by Forum Justitia School of Law, I first of all, congratulate the whole team for its success. First and foremost, I welcome our Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Muttamil Chelvan. for accepting our invitation to grace this occasion. Of course, he needs no introduction, an ace academician, an extraordinary administrator, a true inspirator, yet so humble and down to earth. He is the source and endeavors. Sir, we welcome you wholeheartedly to this gathering, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Ramesh Venkat, Advisor, Spectrum Talent Management, Vice President in Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation. Sir, indeed, it's our pleasure to have you here, and we welcome you, sir. And I would also say that this is just the beginning, and we would request your services further on also. I also welcome Mr. Satyakumar, Advocate Supreme Court, Chief Mentor to Tycoon Academy, and also the founder of Swami Vivekananda School of Public Policy. I welcome you, sir. And I would also extend my welcome to Additional Registrar Ma'am, who was with us, but due to other engagements, she had to leave. And she was so enthusiastic, and she wanted to witness the finals, and she was there. So I would also welcome her. And finally, I welcome Dean School of Law, Dr. P. Sri Sudha, our constant support and well-wisher to this event. And I also extend a warm welcome to all the participants, my colleagues present here, and the members of Forum Justitia. Welcome.
Moving forward, I'd like to call Dr. Sri Sudha Ma'am, Dean, SRM School of Law, to felicitate the esteemed guest of honor, Vice Chancellor Dr. Muthamil Selvan. I'd also like to Dr. Muthamil Selvan, Vice Chancellor, to felicitate our dignitaries and adjudicators of today's event. I'd also like to call Dr. Sumana Vedant Ma'am to felicitate our Dean. Now I'd like to call upon our Vice Chancellor of SRM University, Dr. Muthamil Selvan, to share a few words with us.
Good afternoon to all of you, esteemed guests, my colleagues, and dear students. I'm extremely happy to take part in the closing function of Vivaadam. I think if there is no Vivaadam, there is no life. But today, for most of the things we say yes, but the main requirement is we should know when to say no. If we can understand these two things, you will be stress-free. I think that's about the debate, work-life balance, all these things, family, relationship. I'm here to share how we were during our college days. And it is for you to relate. I cannot say that that was good and this is bad and all. You have to relate. There are 5 domains. The first one is the technology. During our time, we didn't have this much of technology. The phones, the landline phones, that was not at all affordable. Not only affordable, very difficult to get a phone at home. So how do you communicate? And today everybody is tracking you. Even if nobody is tracking you, you keep on posting message, status, this thing, that thing and all. So all our communication have been only through this inland letters, postcard and all. I do not know how many of you know that. Still we had a very pleasant time. And for your information, we were not able to get some of the books to prepare for some courses or examination. We used to depend only on the library, and there'll be only one copy, and that copy will be with the faculty. So we used to get that book during weekend, Friday evening, we will get that book. Then we'll start writing. There is no Xerox and all. So we used to write. And in the process of writing, we have learnt a lot of things. But today, you have Xerox, you don't want to write. If there is a PowerPoint or whatever, somebody is giving a lecture, you take a picture of that. And I don't know whether you read it later or not. But you feel that, okay, I have attended, I have something with me. Now this technology, I'm not saying that it is causing damage to our routine life. But as I said earlier, you should know when to use, when not to use. So that is the first thing that I see during our days and the present day. The second one is the physical activity. We used to have a lot of physical activity. Not so many two-wheelers, four-wheelers, so many buses. Even roads are not that good those days. We could see a lot of bullock carts going on the road. Still we managed the time. We have spent the time usefully. And we used to walk. So that kept us fit during those days. But compare how you are spending your days now in terms of physical activity. Hardly you walk about a kilometer or so per day. Now this takes the toll of your health. So what I suggest is keep off from your two-wheelers, four-wheelers or whatever. Allot some time for your physical activity. And during our time, it was built in. It was built in. We didn't allot any time for walking. You talk about team building. None of us, nobody taught us about team building. I'm sure, Sir Venkat sir, you also know. Nobody taught us team building. But today, when you go to any corporate, they talk about team building exercise. So they will take you to some place, remote place. They'll do some sort of team. During our time, only playing with friends is a team building. Is a team building. What is happening now? You don't talk to each other, but you have a lot of friends through WhatsApp or whatever the thing. You'll have some 500,000 followers. So you should know, now I am saying that you should allot some time for your physical activity. So again, how do you cut down your time? Reduce the time of using your social media. That's the second point. Third one is the food. Food. Now you're all interested only in fast food. Everything should be fast. Junk foods. What will happen? Now, occasionally I run about 10 kilometers. Occasionally. How many of you can do that? Lot of marathon events are happening. Be a part of that. If you can't run 10 kilometers, go for 5 kilometers. But only thing is you have to get up earlier, go there at 5:30 or 6. I'm sure most of you don't get up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Am I right? So, food is another important thing that one should take care. You should know what to eat, what not to eat. The mantra is, if you say that this is very, very, very tasty, that means it is not good for your health. Then the next one is the social connect. How many of you attend programs, family functions? How many of you talk to them? Not through phone, not through WhatsApp, but in person. That makes a lot of difference. So that's why we were able to maintain good health, good work-life balance when compared to you. And today, most of you are talking about stress. Coming to the college itself is a stress for you. Writing an examination is a stress for you. Only the easiest thing is getting degree without anything. But what you do after that is much more important. So college is a place where you learn a lot of skills. It is not, I'm not talking about your academics, something beyond that. How do you move with people? What sort of idea somebody has? So this is the learning place. Subject you learn, you can learn from anywhere. Punctuality is the first thing. And I am finding it very rare commodity at SRM. I see many students coming late. Why? And we always attribute some reason to that. Traffic delay, bus breakdown, petrol was not there, I overslept. So these reasons, you are fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself. So to conclude, I am not here to say that technology is bad or good, but I am here to say you should know when to say yes, when to say no. You should know when to use it, when not to use it. So if we can plan accordingly, allot time and decide what you want to have, then that solves all problems. And you need not, during our time, nobody told about stress. Today, if you ask a LKG student, it says, the baby says, stress, I'm very stressed. From where the word stress has come. So if we can manage ourselves, then there will not be any stress. The only thing is, if you don't manage yourself, you get into all this work-life balance, this thing, that thing, relationship, all these things will play havoc in your life. So if we can all say that from tomorrow onwards, you'll all get up at 5 o'clock. First get up, then you decide what to do later. And evening hours, maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you should go to bed. You can see a tremendous change in your lifestyle. You can see a tremendous change. And that change is going to help you lifelong. Whatever you study here for the degree program may not be there. It keeps changing. But these basic things will help you lifelong. So with this, I appreciate all the participants who have taken part in Vivaadam. Some of you might have won the prizes, some of you would not have. Don't worry about it. Participation is very much important than winning. Our people used to say, failure is a step to success. As long as you are participating in any event, that's much more valued than winning any prize. So congratulations and best wishes to all of you.
This has definitely been more than inspiring. Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Satya Kumar, Supreme Court Advocate, to share a few words with us.
It's wonderful to be here with all of you. My association with SRM University goes back to 15 years. And I also appear for some of the cases of important cases of SRM University for the Chancellor and the other group of SRM, close to the management. And I'm also alumni of this great institution because I've done my PhD in transfer pricing and international tax from SRM School of Management. It's like homecoming because it's a part-time PhD I did, and I used to often come here and enjoy the infrastructure of the Central Library. My dear friends, today's topic, that is Vivaadam, where you've all participated. I really like the name Vivaadam because it's in the ancient language, Tamil, where Vivaadam, the Tamil language, stood for a great debating and oratory skills. You may come from different parts of the country. Studying in Tamil Nadu is something special. The wisdom, the humbleness, the infrastructure that you get is because of the social capital the state has created over a period of time. My dear friends, I had a very brief listening to the debate that happened. Today, the entire public discourse in India is getting into mediocrity. You see in the parliament, most of the debates that happens, a common man is not able to understand. Neither people are able to articulate. The best of the educated sit in the AC rooms, communicating with the AI and writing mails. Mediocres try to go and win the hearts of the people with their own version of campaigns, and they enter the sacred place, the temple of democracy, and only mediocre debates happen. And I'm really happy to see SRM, the School of Law, has involved other schools, engineering, other schools, and when they've debated, I thought they are from law background. And the words, the choice of words when they used, I could see the proficiency in their preparation. Hats off to all those participants. And this program has to continuously happen year on year. And I wish there should be additions in it. Some of the legislators in the country has to be called to witness this program. You somehow spotted me and you didn't even know that I'm an alumni of SRM and I came here on a Sunday. But it should not be the way. You should plan ahead. You should involve legislators. You should call members of the parliament, good orators in the parliament, showcase to the students it is possible. And before I conclude in my speech, I thought it is important to understand the value of debate. Today, what's happening? If a parliament brings a law and you critically analyze, they brand you as anti-national. If a state brings a law and you debate about it and critically analyze, they say you are anti-federal. The views are on both the sides. They try to brand you. People, lest they understand the constitutional framework of this nation. And the birth of the constitution happened. We had one of the finest constitution in the country. Finest constitution in the world. Some of the aspects in our constitution, which is a convention in other countries like UK, is codified to an extent where today, if a country wants to establish democracy or to look at the jurisprudence to establish democracy, Indian constitution is the way. And when we got the Constitution of India in 1950, the father of the Constitution of India, Baba Sahib Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he conceptualized a framework to an extent where they should stay centuries. And many predicted, Western thinkers predicted, that India's constitution will only remain for about 20 years. We did have a crisis. My dear friends, we did have a crisis in the constitution in 1970. With the debate, I would say with Vivaadam was born. The separation of powers between the parliament and the Supreme Court. In case of Keshavananda Bharati was the state of Kerala. And subsequently with the Minarval's case, the basic structure doctrine is established in our country. And today, you and me enjoy that kind of a freedom in this country because of the fundamental rights enumerated and listed in the Constitution of India, Part 4 of the Constitution of India. And time and again, when you sleep, when you get up, you run, you walk, you go to a workplace, you carry on any activity in this country, fundamental right is an operation that can never be ceased because of the basic structure doctrine established because of the Vivaadam, the debate, because of the great legal luminaries. The judiciary took up, and today we have the separation of powers between the Supreme Court and the Parliament. Functioning, that is the reason the Indian democracy is progressing and will stay forever, for eternity. And this is not a lesser exercise. This program is not an ordinary exercise. This program has to shape, should be carried on for decades. The entire India has to look up to this program. Don't have a lower aims. Let SRM School of Law and its other schools conduct this program in a bigger way. We have a necessary infrastructure. Whenever I used to interact with the Chancellor, I used to always say, we should have a bigger dream. We have a bigger dream. We have a bigger infrastructure. And we have created some of the best brains today from this university. Working across the world, we have a talent pool. This institution has a social capital to take this program global. Let this program, not just yet another, next year onwards, I would see edition by edition, this program getting evolved to greater heights where you involve the legislators and part of the people from the part of the executive and people who are part of the judiciary. And this program has to be looked up as an iconic program happening in the largest gathering in the world, which can happen here in Katanguluthu. What are we looking at from this program? We are not looking at debating here and then training you to fight with your husband and later future husband or wife. That is not the debate for which we are training you. We are here in search of thinkers. We talk about AI replacing the human capability, but human capability is going to be rare, and that's going to be searched in the future by the workforce. And here we are looking at, through debate, what do you exactly do? You bring the cognitive ability, a holistic development of thinking and contributing towards public discourse. I wish this Vivaadam program, it becomes an iconic program in the entire country. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Ramesh Venkat to share a few words with us.
Good evening to all of you, and my sincere thanks to SRM College of Law, and indeed a wonderful program, Forum
Justitia. And I was truly delighted. I would make my speech concise and short. Uh, in fact, I'm immensely impressed, especially with the opposition team today, because I found them from a non-judiciary background. And the kind of, they'd come fully prepared and had evinced a lot of interest, in anecdotal examples for the Vivaadam. And I couldn't share my feedback. You guys weren't there, so I shared it with the ruling team. But best wishes, I think, like Mr. Satya said, you already triggered it. I think this is the first year where you started with the college locally. Now you've amalgamated a group of colleges, and I think this should, it's think big, start small scale, and let this ramp up, because this creates a lot of thinkers. And another point I'd like to emphasize here is the topic is absolutely contemporary and apt on the gig workforce, where it definitely advocates certain policy measures, because like the ruling party said, change is constant. And if you don't embrace change, change will change you. Okay? And so my takeaway to all you, folks are, like our Vice Chancellor mentioned, make your physical activity a regimental routine every day. It gives you a lot of energy, makes you think better. And today we are all glued to 3 screens, small, medium, and large. So you have the right to disconnect. And like the opposition team say, right of choice is your hand. Okay, it makes you think better, and become great thinkers, and where you'll be able to contribute both to your learning, earning, and the society. Another point, my domain has been into logistics. I've worked the world over. And I also have a lot of affinity with SRM. My daughter is a pass out of, she was an engineering student from SRM. She's finished her MS Data Analytics in US, a Harvard pass out, and very well settled in US. So I'm indeed proud to be a part of this organization and to see a plethora of activities. Last month too, I was a chief guest for AGAM 8.0 for the management and BBA. It's indeed a pleasure and honor to be here. So in my last decade, I've been glued into the skilling ecosystem pan-India, launching logistic programs in various universities, colleges, UGC colleges, ITI polytechnics, with automation, with a lot of technology. And I would quickly like to, denote where we stand vis-a-vis rest of India. I'll give you 4 or 5 quick examples. Tamil Nadu is #1 progressive state in the country, having 38,600 factories, which employs the youth with highest skilled workforce, stands #1 for highest gender diversity of 42% in the country. We are the second largest GST, payers to the exchequer, and still growing, unlike Maharashtra, which is #1, but they are flat. They also have multimodal ports. Now it's getting saturated. Here in Tamil Nadu, we have the maximum number of HEI, higher educational institutions. And most importantly, there is a terminology called GER, gross enrollment ratio, where in Tamil Nadu, the state per se and the government helps students migrate from school education to college or diploma or ITI, polytechnics, engineering. Hence, the aspiration to at least hold a diploma degree or an engineering is extremely high. Tamil Nadu stands at 51.4% as against India's average of just 27%. We are almost double. So what I mean to say is the opportunity that we have in Tamil Nadu, and especially since we are here all on the School of Law and Judiciary, Tamil Nadu stands almost number one for law-abiding citizen in the country. But there is a flip side to it. Maximum accidents also happens in Tamil Nadu. So my takeaway is, having traveled all the states, most of the states in the country, and meeting a lot of youngsters, students, youth, my takeaway is, please make your communication skill robust. When I say communication, it's got 4 parts: to read, write, listen, and speak. Listening is the most important. Be like a sponge, absorb like a sponge, have a lot of curiosity. And like the Vice Chancellor said, network. Okay? Please network, because that is a skill which enhances social, skills, makes you communicate well. That in turn gives you better confidence, and you will be a few notches higher vis-a-vis your peers in other schools. So I'm wishing the School of Law, SRM School of Law, the very best, and continue to do, this Vivaadam program year on year, make it bigger and better. And I think in decades to come, you would stand world class. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. As we come to the end of this successful event, Vivaadam, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for making it a resounding success. Vivaadam was not just an event, but a significant learning experience for all of us, providing a platform for intellectual discourse. And now, the moment we all have been waiting for. It's time to announce the results of Vivaadam.
Vivaadam was a 2-day debate event where we had 2 preliminary rounds, a semi-finals and a final rounds. In Vivaadam, we'll be giving the best winners, the runners, and we are also offering 4 portfolios. The best speakers, one is Prime Minister, another is a Deputy Prime Minister, opposition leader, as well as deputy opposition leader. So it's the moment of the day. The winner of Vivaadam is FJBD03. I would like a Vice Chancellor to kindly bestow them with their awards. Congratulations, Team 03 for winning Vivaadam. The runners of Vivaadam is FJBD10. And I would also like to specify here the difference between them was just 0.2 marks. Now coming to the next part, the best speaker Prime Minister goes to Rajagopal. Deputy Prime Minister goes to Sri Ram Kumar. Deputy Opposition Leader goes to Samrit. Unfortunately, he cannot join us today, but we'll definitely reach the award. The award will reach to him. Lastly, the Deputy Opposition Leader goes to Jay Saragopan.
On behalf of the forum, we'd like to give a memento to the adjudicators as a gesture of gratitude and sincere thanks for adjudicating our today's event. Thank you. I would now like to invite Dr. Sri Sudha ma'am to share a few words with us.
Vanakkam, good evening, one and all. Esteemed Vice Chancellor, sir, honorable dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Basically, this Vivaadam event started in the art semester when the students committee members have approached us for initiating a innovative program. This thought process came into picture. Why can't we organize a debate competition? Whenever we talk about law schools, the flagship event is moot court competition. But if you see the government, it is executive, judiciary, and legislature. Out of all three organs of the state, the politician is powerful because he will assume the power with election. This is the predominant feature of democracy. Out of all government systems, whether it may be an autocracy, but democracy is very close to a common man because we were taught when I was a 5th standard student, my teacher taught me the success as well as the failure of democracy is attributed with you. But unfortunately, we will cross our fingers against the Prime Minister, President, and the judiciary. The power of democracy we can examine in the parliament as well as the state legislative assemblies. That is the reason why if you are a powerful speaker, power is not connected with a loud voice, but a reasoned speaker. Like John Rawls has rightly stated, law is nothing but a reasoned argument. Day before yesterday also, at the time of delivering the judgment in association with the powers of the governor, the Honorable Supreme Court has rightly stated from the words of Baba Saheb Ambedkar, the Indian Constitution is one of the most powerful constitution if it is in the hands of a person. But at the same time, it is one of the worst constitution also if it is handled by a person with vices and bias. So it is like a double-edged sword, but ultimately, dear friends, the democracy is one of the most powerful institution across the nation. With the help of these parliamentary debates, the profound leader in you will come out and you will speak reasonably and rationally for the purpose of respecting the vision as well as the dream of our constitutional makers. That's why, like Satya has rightly stated, I can say that every journey starts with a single step. This is our humble effort. Slowly, gradually, we intend to engage our students towards participation of MUNs as well as WIPO model assemblies and many programs which are organized at international level. So this is the vision behind this Vivaadam platform. And finally, I congratulate Forum Justitia, the faculty convener, Dr. Sumana Vedant, as well as Deepika and her team members for their commitment as well as focus for making this program as a memorable one. Otherwise, people are under impression that law school is meant for arguments, but in democracy, reason-based dialogues will develop a constructive thinking. So wish you all the best, and I congratulate you for successfully organizing this program in a very systematic way with short notice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Today, we witnessed exceptional talent, thought-provoking discussions, and exchanges. I would now like to invite Deepika, President of Forum Justitia, to extend her gratitude and heartfelt thanks.
Respected dignitaries in the dais, my fellow team members, faculty members, respected adjudicators here, the participants who all are present here. First of all, I would like to give my heartfelt thanks to everyone in common. Our team was basically overwhelmed when our Vice Chancellor, beloved Vice Chancellor, accepted the invitation to attend our event. So we were all very much excited and we doubled up our work and prepared so well that everything should go hassle-free for him as well. I would like to thank our beloved Dean, who has given us this wonderful opportunity where she has given us this platform to organize event and to emphasize that a student-centric club can do their job very well here. I would like to say that on August 2024, in the same hall, we inaugurated Forum Justitia, and today, in 2025, this tenure is coming to end through this Vivaadam. So I would like to thank all my team members who were really a support to me to make this event a very grand success. Thank you, everyone. I would like to thank the adjudicators who came here, who gave their time to adjudicate the participants, to give them the feedback that they asked, and we really look forward to work with you in the future. I would also like to thank our beloved faculty convener, Dr. Sumana Vedant ma'am, who was of beautiful support for us in the entire tenure. And I hope that Forum Justitia would do their best in the upcoming years in SRM School of Law. I would also like to thank the non-teaching staffs, the technicians who are here, who came in the right way and supported this event, who encouraged us, who just ran errands there, then and there to make this event hassle-free. I would also like to finally thank the Almighty who had given me with so many good friends and juniors here who supported me throughout this journey. So officially, I am signing off as a president of Forum Justitia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deepika. As we conclude Vivaadam, I hope that the experience and insights gained today will stay with us forever and inspire us to make a positive impact in our respective fields. I kindly request you all to stand up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
All the team members of Forum Justitia, kindly come on stage, just have a picture. And the faculty members of SRM School of Law, we request you to come on stage. Scholars of SRM School of Law,